UK and Jager! Reload! And reset! And reset! Neon nights and radio noise. Two grown men making terrible choices. Leather boots and a barroom grin. One more round, let the chaos begin. UK shouting, turn it up. Jaeger yelling, that's not enough. Smoke and lights and a live cassette. Welcome to Reload and Reset. Oh, we ain't ever slowing down. We're gonna shake this whole damn town. Reload, everybody scream tonight. Reset, like the speakers dynamite. Hands up high, let the whole world sweat. We are Reload and Reset. Reload, turn the chaos all the way. Reset, we ain't sleeping anyway. Reload and reset. Cheap beer queens and tactical sins. Living like the 80s never ended again. Bad knees, but we still go hard like two drunk sergeants in a parking lot bar. Jaeger laughing with the 1,000-yard stare. UK screaming from a folding chair. Current events get verbally wrecked. Every episode's a train wreck. Oh, raise your glasses to the sky. Oh, we're too loud to ever die. Reload, everybody lose control. Reset, rock and roll overload. Turn it up and place your bets. Welcome to Reload and Reset. Reload, nothing left but neon lights. Reset and questionable life advice. Reload and reset. Hey, UK. Hey, Jaeger. Bad jokes, fast lives, probably getting canceled tonight. No breaks, no regrets, just reload and reset. Reload, raise your fist and shout it loud. Reset, wake the neighbors with the crowd. One more drink and one more bet. This is Reload and Reset. Reload, turn the madness way past 10. Reset, do it all again and again. Reload and reset.
Welcome to episode 9 of Reload and Reset. Damn. Did you think we'd make it this far, Jaeger?
No, I didn't realize it was this. I thought it was episode 3. I thought it was episode 3.
It's gone by pretty fast, honestly. Like 10,
It has.
almost 10 weeks of this, man. I mean,
Yeah, fuck.
we've been building up to it for a long time.
Yeah, this is oddly lasts longer than most people's relationships. Have you thought about that?
Oh, yeah, dude. Especially demons.
That's fucking
Oh,
nuts.
shit.
Shots out. God damn. Okay.
Well,
So,
sometimes relationships are fail because of bad communication.
yeah, actually, that's a great talking point because that's topic one. Let's go
Yeah,
right
yeah.
into it, baby.
That's
Let's go right
topic.
into it. What do you got?
So, communication is very important in pretty much in every aspect of life, whether it be gaming buddies, relationships, military, jobs. Um, Most of the time, I feel like they all fail due to poor communication, and I feel like that's probably one of the main, if not the main, factor on making it successful, whatever it is you're doing. Like, take for example, reload and reset, right? I mean, we've been talking about it for a long time.
Mhm.
It's like a lot of back and forth communication between me and you and what we actually wanted to achieve with this podcast, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, a shit ton, honestly. I mean, but you also think like I think we're both like in the top 5% from that Modern Warfare 4 beta. When it comes to like our stats and shit,
Oh
which
yeah.
would have happened if we didn't communicate. I mean, even if it is just us like dicking off and talking shit to each other,
Oh yeah.
we're
Especially
still communicating.
especially when we did the 3v3, like we were always on point when it came to like communicating what we were doing, our position and the enemy's position. And
Yeah.
kind of falls back to like it's been successful in the military also is like communicating to your soldiers and communicating to leadership on what the mission goal is or objective is.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, even this morning, dude, like both of us, neither one of us really got much sleep, right? So we're both over here communicating that to one another about how it's just gonna probably gonna run off the rails because
Yeah.
neither one of us got very much sleep at all last night.
Yeah, I think I fell
So,
asleep like a couple hours before work. I kept rolling and turning and shit, and I shouldn't
yeah,
have taken a pre-workout thing last night at 2 a.m. at 2
yeah,
p.m.
that was probably not a great time to do it.
Um, and then
Yeah.
Jaeger woke up right at sound check.
Pretty much, yeah. It was like 5 minutes prior, and I didn't even get in until like almost 10 minutes after. I think
Uh,
it was, or eight
I
or 9 minutes.
I even communicated with you and said, "Hey, sound check, cunt."
Sound check, motherfucker. You know, like, yeah. I mean, it's funny because it's important. That's one of the things that I got to say. It depends on the situation. Like remember, like last, I think it was last week, we were talking about like preferring the text or call.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think when it comes to communication, the reason why I prefer calling so much is because of the tone, right? So, like, if I
Oh
say
yeah.
something like "fuck yeah," it looks like I'm saying "fuck you," but I could be just saying "fuck yeah." You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
someone who's in their fields or whatever is gonna be like, "Did he just say fuck you?" Kind of reminds me of that Key and Peele skit. I don't know if you saw that one where he's like texting and he's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, let's do it," you know? And he's like, "Motherfucker, you want to fight?" You know, like is what he's thinking. So he shows up to the bar with like a baseball bat to kick his buddy's ass, and his buddy's like, "Hey, buddy, what's going?" He's all happy and shit. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I just brought this for you because it's I know it's your favorite bat."
There's another skit too that really always got me going. The guy was like, we're getting ready to go to the beach, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Is your uncle there?" He's like, "Yeah, he wants you to come," and he's like, "What? Yeah, we all want you to come." He's like, "Right now?" He's like, "Yeah, come on, we're all waiting for you to come." He's like, I don't want to come," So I mean, like, it can be miscrewed in any sort of way. So you got to kind of like
Yeah.
pay attention. But the main thing is like, too, like especially in like relationships, nobody knows what you're going through unless you
Mm.
communicate, right? Nobody
Oh
if
yeah.
you're having a shit day and you're just in a foul mood, nobody can help you unless you let it be known what it is you're struggling with, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes nobody can help you, but at the same time, at least they might be able to comfort you. I mean, but communicating is very important, especially if you're a team in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, yeah, whether it be, like you said, like in the military, obviously communication is fucking key in any relationship, but in the military, like it could literally be the difference between life or death. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So it's pretty important to like know when to shut up and listen too. You know what I mean? Not like don't just keep talking. And one of the things that I tried, like I really tried to take from the NCO course that I took down at Fort Polk was active listening. Because like for the most part, even people who aren't paying attention can hear you, but that doesn't mean that they're listening to you. You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
And that's something that I even have a hard time with, like, especially like on the podcast, right? Because like picking up on a cue because we're not sitting next to each other, there's a delay, right? So I have to remember to actively listen for any kind of cue that you might have. And I can't really watch your face, right? Like you can see mine, like kind of in real time on the camera in the Discord chat. But I only see yours like 5-second delay on the stream, right?
Yeah.
So, which it would be different, Chad, if we didn't stream this, we would just be having, you know, 2 cameras on Discord. It'd be quicker and stuff. But we wanted to stream it just so you guys could be here and stuff and walk through it with us, you know,
Yeah.
and pop in some good questions and have some good context if we ever needed it.
Yeah. Sometimes there's like a lot of people put in chat, and there's a lot of really good talking points. So shout out to you guys. I think Jager just dropped his balls.
I didn't know. I was trying to turn down my fan.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, communicating goes both ways too. Like, to be an effective communicator, you also need to be an effective listener.
Yeah.
So listen with your ears, not for your fucking lips, man. Keep them shut until it's your turn to talk.
Yeah. What do you think is something people need to get better at saying?
No.
Ooh. No, really.
There's
You're supposed to be a yes man. This is corporate America. It's capitalism, baby.
So, but then again, though, too, people get taken advantage of a lot of the times, right? Especially in the workplace. When you sign on to become a customer service rep, right? Your job title is a customer service representative. Your job is to serve customers. So when they tack on all this extra bullshit that isn't in your area or isn't even in the employee guidelines or whatever it is you're supposed to do on your day to day, technically you're doing a second job, baby. Technically that should be a second pay.
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree with you. There was this one. I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke or what, but there was this one guy I heard where his boss was like, "I just need you to go the extra mile. I need you to go above and beyond." And he's like, "Do I not do my job?" And his boss is like, "Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get like promoted or something like that, you need to go above and beyond." He's like, "So what you're saying is that you can go to Wendy's, order a meal, and you expect to get a large, even though you paid for a regular."
I've watched the same video.
And
I think
I was like, "Damn, dude!" Like,
yeah,
like, okay.
if you want your salad tossed, you got to pay for it. You know, you want extra shit, you got to pay for it. Same thing in the workplace, dude. Man. Make them pay for it.
Exactly, man. I mean, I get going above and beyond, especially like if you're in a setting like the military, right? You know, getting promoted, at least in the Army, I know every branch is a little bit different, but you're like constantly being evaluated, right? It's not just when we go to whatever it's called now. It was a warrior leadership course when I went through that. But but it's all based off your NCOERs, right? It's all your NCOERs are happening, at least in my unit, every unit that I've been in, they were happening monthly, right? We weren't doing them like every few months or once a year, you know.
Well, I thought
take everything.
I thought NCOERs was quarterly, and then your
they're required quarterly, yeah.
Okay,
but
and
like
then,
every unit I was in, you do a monthly.
Yeah, because I mean, soldiers, like your soldiers underneath you, you do every month. You do monthly counselings.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's no reason why NCO shouldn't be monthly. Also, it's just I'm just saying, like for me, I always got an NCOER quarterly. So, and that's an evaluation sheet for you guys listening to. That they use to go over like your performance for the month, what needs to be improved, and what you're doing well at. And they specifically always mention too what you're doing well at, because I feel like it's good communication to also let people know when they're doing a good job and when they're doing something right.
Yeah, well, the requirement too, and quote me if I'm wrong on this, or correct me rather if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure it requires 3 positives and 3 negatives. As a minimum,
yeah, which is really hard for some people.
Sometimes it's really difficult to find a negative, honestly. Like I had one
guy
I
was saying a positive.
No, man, like I had this one soldier that was just like, he was like the ideal soldier on paper, the way he looked. I mean, like he looked like the guy you'd put on a fucking billboard at the fucking like recruiter's office. You know what I mean? Like it was just very difficult to get this guy on anything. So it got to the point where I was literally gigging him for like brass on his fingerprints on his fucking brass. Like that's how fucking deep I had to dig on this guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's some people too, though, that you just can't really find any positives. I mean, unfortunately, those people do exist.
Yeah. I had one. I won't name him, but his name is the opposite of old, and he was a difficult one to fucking find. Aside from PT, because he always passed PT, but everything else, I was like, fuck, what does this guy do? Like that's decent, even decent, like even just not bad. What is it like?
Why are all 3 of the positives on PT only? Well, that's the
Yeah,
only thing that's
exactly.
good that he does good. Sorry.
Apologies, First Heart, but he sucks at everything else.
He shows up to work eventually. I guess that's a
When-
plus.
when he wants to, like. But yeah, that's interesting though.
Yeah. But yeah, effective communication is very important in day-to-day life, especially in the workplace, especially in the military too. It is life or death when it comes down to communication.
Yeah, it can be. You know, even if you're not deployed. Like, I mean, you could be, you know, like working on a track, for example, and you got a buddy who's supposed to be there, like literally holding up the hood. You even though it has the little fucking bar, you're supposed to have it held up because the thing's like almost 700 pounds.
Oh yeah, dude,
You know,
crush your damn head.
so yeah, dude, yeah. So the bar can bend, and they do bend, you know, and break at any time. So
Jager
you're supposed
used
to have
to
a guy
pay
who
for
does it.
700 pounds on his face. Just saying.
Yeah, used to. Yeah, used to go hog him, baby. but
Um,
I'm gonna make a probably a hot take here. I think that we actually like our generation, yours and I's. I think we communicate more than any other generation in history, and I think that that includes even the younger generation, especially probably, you know, over the younger generation. You
do
know,
you think that
um,
that's partially because of like video games?
I don't know if it's just because of I know, like, think about like our time frame, like the time that we've been alive. Like, you've pretty much seen like the birth of the internet, ergo social media itself, and like we were around when like MySpace started, right? Like the OG fucking shit. But AIM, you know what I mean? Like AIM messaging, you remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
All of that shit. Like we were there at the beginning of like all these like of essentially what's made everything today. You know what I mean? Yes, I said MySpace. I said MySpace chat. Yeah, that's what I said.
MySpace
And, you know, like,
MySpace was better than Facebook. Just saying.
yeah, AOL, MSN. Oh man, I totally forgot about ICQ. But yeah, like there's so many different things that like started what you have now today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's why we had more means of communicating than like the previous generations had, and we actually cared enough because we were excited because we saw these things. We got to be like, I guess you could say the founders, you know, for lack of better words, of these things. And that's why the younger generation doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, like I feel like I'm too old for fucking Snapchat, but nowadays it seems like Snapchat's not really used by anyone but people like our age. You know what I mean?
So,
So-
I can agree with you to an extent. I can say that our generation is probably some of the best communicators, but I will say I don't think we're effective as other age groups. A lot of the stuff
see
we
what you
say,
mean.
we've always shortened. Like I mean, fuck, you got LOL, LMAO, like acronyms and stuff that come out. I feel like you lose a lot of like the effectiveness on it because like how many
Yeah.
times have you text someone something serious and always put LOL at the end just out of habit? Like
Oh, all the time.
It's
I think I even
ridiculous,
start
dude.
with LOL a lot. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
LOL.
like,
I'm
lol.
shitting right now. Like, is it really that? Is you really laughing your ass off? No,
I
probably
was just
not.
asking if you were at work. Like, exactly, man.
So
Exactly.
I'll say that we probably communicate more, but that's probably because we had more ways of communicating.
Yeah.
But I would say
Yeah.
our effectiveness at communicating is probably not as good. I mean, shit, they were writing letters from war and stuff, and they only could write letters once a month, so they would, you know, full on communicate as much as they could in a letter.
Yeah. 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 Nowadays, people can't even fucking do. Like, I just recently found out people don't even like know cursive. Like, there's a guy who's like 20 something at work, and he's like, "Oh, they never taught us cursive in school." I'm like, excuse me, is that why your signature is literally in print? Like, it's not a signature, dog.
Yeah.
That's not. You might as well just fucking make an X,
You
which
guys
is
should
what they did for people that couldn't read or write
Yeah.
during the Revolutionary War. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, mark your X.
Yeah, I've always kind of wrote in cursive, and it's kind of a harder habit for me to get away from cursive than anything else. I will say printing is
Same.
easier to read, but
Oh yeah, yeah. For everybody else, like, and I'm one of those guys too that I'll be like writing in print, but like I'll always like carry over to an A or something like that. Like I'm doing cursive. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Cursive
I
print,
can't help
baby.
it. Yeah, dude. I can't. Like,
I'll start writing when I'm trying to write neat. I'll start in like all caps, and then
Yeah.
towards the end of whatever it was I was writing, it'll be all cursive, and I'm like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, my
went
bad.
from an
Good thing
uppercase
it's just
E
for
to a
me.
lowercase one.
Yeah, exactly.
But so I mean, another thing too is like scam callers, man. They always communicate in the least effective way possible because I fucking hate them.
Oh yeah, 9 times out of 10, their English is fucking shit too. On
Yes.
top of that, you know what I
As
mean?
soon as I
Like,
answer that phone, dude, and it's an Indian, I'm like, nope, click. Sorry, but India has the most spam callers.
yeah,
You'll never get me to listen to you. I don't care if you're a
yeah.
respectable business. You'll never get
Well,
me to answer that call.
nope. No, it's been like if it's a robot or somebody that doesn't have, I don't even care if they have an accent. That doesn't bother me. I mean, like I come from, I come from a family that's from Germany, so like an accent's or something I'm used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you
if their
can't even
English is
if you
shit,
can't even say my name, bro, I'm not listening to that shit.
exactly, dude. I can't tell you how many times people called me Jacoby, and I'm like Jacoby. Like,
Who the fuck is that?
who's that?
I didn't know you were a basketball player.
This is actually my topic too. Is like what's the greatest game that people still buy into? Like my first talking point with this one actually is going to be needing a brand new phone or a brand new car every fucking year.
Yeah.
People do it all the fucking time, dude, and they subscribe to fucking everything, like
Mhm.
everything, and it just blows my mind. I know there's like apps and stuff that you could get that can go through like what you're like things that you might even have like double subscriptions for, which is crazy. That's even a fucking thing. But I mean, it happens, and
I mean,
it blows my mind.
I mean, look at like Sirius XM, dude. Like it's an option with your car. You get 3 months free or something like that.
Right.
Dude, I got rid of fucking Sirius, dude. I'm paying $20 something a month for radio. Dude, I have radio for free. It's AM FM, baby. I canceled that shit. I'm not. I don't even look back, baby.
It comes with it comes with a fucking car. It's called a radio.
And the thing is, you pay extra for Sirius XM because there's 200 channels, right? They have podcasts, they have sports and stuff. Like, bitch,
Yeah.
when I had Sirius XM, I only had 3 favorite channels. It was always
Yeah.
rock, pop, and whatever, right? Like
Right.
90s or some shit. Like I don't need 200 channels, man. And half of the shit I like is on the radio already, anyways. I don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly, dude. And then people like the convenience fees that come from different shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a fucking scam too. Personally. But I also think like there's people out there that literally buy the premium things just because it says premium. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't understand people that are like that. I don't know, man. Like, I went through my budget and stuff early this year, and I axed so much shit out of my budget, like so much shit. I'm like, do I really need to be paying for this? Do I really need to be paying for that? Got like my internet service, for example, gives me HBO, right? And I love HBO. Don't get me wrong. I watch the shit out of stuff on HBO, but if it didn't come with my internet package, I probably wouldn't have it. Same
Yeah.
with the Netflix. It came with the phones. Now I still have it because we switched to Mint, where you pay like once every 3 months if you want, or once a year, which is what I do. And because at the time, me and Caitlin like alone were spending, if it wasn't 200, it was like 190. You know what I mean? A month, for 2 phones a month, and it cost just under $600 for both of us to have it for a year.
Yeah. 50%
That's 3
savings.
months worth. Yeah, dude, like that's 75% savings, which is fucking nuts. Like just for cell phones, dude. Like, and it's on the same plan as T-Mobile. But Mint is not a sponsor. Okay, so I'm not trying to sell you on Mint. I'm just saying, like, it's one of the many things that you can do. You can look at other options that will work for you, and see if your internet provider has a package that, like, I don't want to spend that extra $10, right, to get the max out fucking thing that they have. But what you don't realize is like you're spending $20 a month for your HBO Max or Netflix or whatever. Then you spend an extra 10 and you could get that with your internet. So it doesn't make any sense not to do it.
What's hilarious too is that premium kind of literally just means standard. Like it doesn't mean it's really good, right?
You're just getting it without ads, like Spotify, right? Spotify. I mean, we're on Spotify, obviously, and I love Spotify. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not paying for Spotify Premium. I don't care if I had to listen to ads every now and then, dude. Like, I grew up in the day and age where people had like commercials on their TV. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not taking 3 minutes for me to listen to an ad. It's like literally like 60 seconds at most for like 3 ads.
I will say too, probably one of the biggest scams is people associating brand names with better quality product. Because
yeah.
I don't feel like just because it's got the brand name, that the product is even better, right? I mean, I love watching those videos online where they compare like Snap-on tools to like Chinese brand fucking screwdrivers and stuff, like, and they test them. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
they give a little easier on the Chinese ones, but when was the last time you put a screwdriver into 1 ton of fucking metric weight? You know what I mean? Like, I've never done that. I like to stab stuff and screw stuff. That's about it.
Yeah, I think too. Like a lot of it's just kind of like the the whole old adage of like keeping up with the Joneses, right? I think that's what a lot of it is. There is the exception, like with tools, like with DeWalt, for example, right? DeWalt, like you have a lifetime guarantee on their batteries. That's fucking huge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can always replace one of those as long as you've got the warranty ship for it, like put in, which is it doesn't cost you anything for the warranty. You literally just go online, you plug in that you bought this fucking thing, you get batteries for life. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could jumpstart
that's-
your car with one of those fucking DeWalt batteries.
Yeah, so sometimes it makes sense, but you're also paying a little bit prettier premium, really, for DeWalt. Like it's a really well known, just like Craftsman and all that. And I think the Craftsman too has their own. I've always been a DeWalt person, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that they have their own as well. That's similar to that. Like if you break like a socket or something like that, they'll replace it. Which I've used before on the Craftsman. It's the only thing that I have that's Craftsman actually is a socket set. Because I had to like fucking like hammer on a smaller socket to try to break a lock lug nut, on a car. Yeah. So
I will say
knew that was
this:
gonna happen.
I only have like DeWalt tools besides one of a brand. And as soon as I say it, you're all gonna know why. Ryobi. I love Ryobi.
Oh my god, Ryobi. Okay, so Ryobi, the only thing that I've ever had from Ryobi that actually lasted was like one of those tree trimmer. And I hear that all their chainsaws and shit are like that, like they're just fucking solid. So I got it because of that. Like I was told that they were solid, and I just needed fucking something to reach some like limbs that was like 30 plus feet in the air.
I'm under no illusion that they're not as good as DeWalt, but they're green, so
yeah, but they're green.
I got my lime green freaking hand drill, man. I'm happy as hell.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because there's so many people that are out there that are buying things to impress people they don't even like. You know what I mean? Like half the time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dog Milwaukee. Milwaukee's actually a pretty solid brand. They're stupid expensive, overly priced in my opinion, but they are a solid brand. So I'm going to dog that chat.
Same thing that applies to like DeWalt though too. Like DeWalt's a solid brand, solid product, but
yeah,
I don't think it's worth the extra money.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's like a battery operated drill or something like that, I don't see the point in paying the extra, like the premium for DeWalt, because I don't think they replace other shit. I think it is just their fucking batteries.
I mean, they probably have a better warranty on their product too. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. But I mean, even my Ryobi's lasted several years now. Like my DeWalt's lasted about the same time. So I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I'll probably die before I kill them both because I don't use drills that often.
I think another big scam too, like trying to get away from like the products themselves, is just is the idea that being busy automatically means that you're productive, And I know that we've talked about like my philosophy of 168, there being 168 hours in a week, and just like everybody else, and everyone's like, I don't have time for shit. Like if you're happy where you're at with your life, I won't dog someone who is like, no, man, like I'm good with where I'm at in my career, with my relationship, whatever. I won't dog someone for that if I know that that's a thing. But if they're ever like, I just don't have the time to go to the gym, or I don't have the time to be a streamer, or to chase this dream or that dream, and it's just like, bitch, please, you work 40 hours a week, maybe, and you sleep for 56 hours, maybe, if you're one of those lucky unicorns. All right, like you still got 72 hours in a week to do whatever you need to do. That's a whole ass other full-time job if that's what it takes. You know what I mean? Or another 72 hours to go to school, whatever it is that your objective is, you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of a part, like, it seems like it started with our generation where people started with that shit, which could be because like the time frame and whatnot, again, kind of getting to like social media really kind of taking off, and whatnot. And not just social media, just multimedia, like as a whole, right? Like the whole thing of multimedia itself. To me, like that's just bullshit. Like no one's ever given me a good excuse as to why they haven't been able to achieve their goals. Like me, I got fucking like almost 30 animals, right? I've got 4 kids. One of them I'm about to not claim at all, but that's a whole different story. We'll get into that later. But I've got a full-time job right now that's overnight. My kids are homeschooled. You know, I do this podcast. You and I have recently talked about like getting me back into like the streaming thing as well, just so I could do that because I've always enjoyed doing that. You know what I mean? Like I have 168 hours just like everyone else. And I can do all these things. Oh, and I still do my fucking workouts on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And I do workouts while I'm actually at work too, because my work is fucking cake.
So I will say, I feel like one of the biggest scams out there is people automatically assume that they all right, so the reason why you work, right? Your whole life doesn't exist around working. Your personality isn't your job. So get out there and go do whatever it is you're going to do, because at the end of the day, the only reason you make money isn't to pay bills every month and then have nothing at the end of that month. I'm a firm believer in this. Like, your fucking bills can wait sometimes. Occasionally, I know it's hard in certain situations. I've been there. I've been broke before. And like, your whole personality, the whole reason you work isn't to pay rent. Go out there and do something spontaneous. There's always money for it. Granted, it might not be a lot of money.
You're effectively saying you don't live to work, you work to live. And that's a super easy slogan, and it sounds too fucking easy for it to make sense. Especially when people like bitch about not having time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's fun shit you can do with your family that doesn't cost a penny.
Oh yeah, dude. Like we go out hiking and shit all the time, especially now. Like when there's no I guess we'll say health restrictions, just to make it easy. You can just go hiking or just go camping. Like a lot of it doesn't cost shit, and if it does, it's like $10 or $13 a night. You know what I mean? Like it's cake, dude. You can just go to the fucking park. You can go walk in like cool parts of your town or whatever. Like here in OKC, they got Bricktown, which is just a cool fucking lively place.
Yeah, I did so much hiking when there was health restrictions, dude. Like,
yeah,
I did more hiking then than I ever did in my entire life.
Yeah,
even
like
in the
during
military.
COVID and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because you need something, right? We're not meant to just be cooped up in a house. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially while all the people who have all the money are fucking throwing parties that they're not supposed to be throwing.
I mean, me and my mom used to go out together and go hiking, just the two of us. So it was like a really nice like bonding thing between me and my mother. Like,
oh man, she did that with you too? She didn't tell me that.
Yeah, she's a very giving person.
Oh yes, she is, and she makes sandwiches afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, no, man. Like, it's funny too because she's only like 4'11". She's fucking tiny, dude. But she sometimes I just pick her up over a rock.
Like, oh, there you are hiding. Well, I do have questions about this one topic. My first one will be like, what do you think is the biggest scam that society has collectively just agreed and they pretend that it's not a scam? I know it's a tough one, right?
Taxes.
I started off strong.
Taxes.
Yeah. Taxes?
I don't. We've gone over this before too. I feel like taxes is a fucking scam. Car insurance is a fucking scam. Health insurance is a fucking scam. Why are you paying some private company to go to the hospital? Like, what does that have to do with going to the hospital? Dude, go to the fucking hospital and pay your medical bill.
I think one of the biggest things that makes, especially like health or car insurance, a scam, excuse me, is that they can deny your claim. And I'm like, bitch, I have paid for, like, say I paid 10 years at this one company, right? Which this has happened, by the way. I paid 10 years at this one company for health insurance, right? And then a big event happens, right? That effectively forces me to drain my 401k, okay? And those of y'all that know, you know what I'm talking about. We're not going to get into it. But so you're telling me this life-saving thing that I have to have is denied for some reason, like some obscure, vague fucking reason. And I paid you $300 plus, $400 plus, $500 plus a month for 10 years, like,
Yeah.
and you can't pay for the one time that I've used you, because everything else I utilize the VA for, right? So I never even had to like go to the doctor and pay a fucking
So-
like a doctor's office visit. You know what I'm saying?
So here's my like philosophy on it too, is like if I'm paying into health insurance every month and I never go to the hospital, the one time I need it, I should be able to withdraw at minimum the amount I put in.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That's how it should. That's how it should fucking be.
If I get
You know what I mean?
denied a claim and I paid $400 for 10 years, and I should be able to withdraw all of that. That's all
Yeah.
what I put into health insurance. I should be able to use all of that again. Essentially,
That's
it
it
should
right
be
there.
a TSP, right? A savings account.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
exactly.
another thing that really pissed me off too is I had a shitty little beater car. It was probably like a $2,000 car. I was paying like $150 a month for insurance, and I never wrecked ever. And the
Right.
car was paid off. Like I owned that fucking thing outright. And I called the
Yeah.
company. I was like, "Look, man, like I'm paying $150 a month for this piece of crap." And I don't feel like, because in 1 year I just paid the car again and then again and then again. I had this car for 5 fucking years, dude. Like, how many times do I have to pay for my fucking car? So
Yeah, you paid more in insurance than you paid for the car.
and I talked to the guy and I told him, I was like, "Look, I'm thinking about canceling the insurance. I don't fucking need the insurance because I'm essentially not even paying for my car anymore."
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna lie. I canceled that insurance and I kept driving that fucking car and continued to not wreck.
Yeah.
So I saved $100-something every month just because I didn't pay for my car's worth. Why was I paying that much for a
Right.
car that didn't cost that much?
Yeah, and well, into Sammy's point, you know, in the chat, I know we try to avoid that, but it really is a good piece of context. He said that health insurance is a lie, but they don't give you any option, and that's you know, like when Obamacare became a thing, effectively, that was when you had to have insurance, right?
Yeah.
And you started to see people like mocking it because they would get hit on their taxes for not having insurance, you know. And again, with the VA, that didn't happen for me because I have the VA, right? But for a normal Joe who's never been in the service or anything like that, doesn't have the VA to rely on, they get hit for like $3,500 or whatever for not having insurance, which should be, in my opinion, unconstitutional. Like, you should not be forced to have that. I can understand the car insurance thing.
Yeah.
Because you're out there, you're messing around like in a place where you could actually hurt somebody else, right? But your health insurance, that's a fucking choice, dude. Like, think about like the way my family grew up. They use herbs and like sounds and shit for everything medical related. Okay? Everything. So you got to tell me those people who will not go to a doctor, no matter fucking what, unless it's like end of life shit. Those people have to pay for health insurance. They don't even say the word doctor, you know. Like,
Yeah,
even once a
all you
year.
people out there said "my body, my choice" and shit, and you're all paying Obamacare.
Exactly. Or you're paying for some kind of insurance and shit, like health insurance or some shit. Again, I understand car insurance. I get that. But it's still a scam, but health insurance, that is the biggest fucking scam.
Yeah.
You know, and like a hot take when dude did what he did, I think it was last year, and he's still like facing like prison shit and terroristic threatening and shit. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was okay. I don't condone that behavior at all, but that's what happens when someone realizes what's going on and finally says fucking enough and takes matters in their own hands. There's other ways to go about it, mind you. But at the same time, like, I was like, you know what? It was just bound to happen. And anyone who didn't think it was going to happen was a fucking idiot.
But here's the
Because
ridiculous thing
you keep
too,
pushing.
though. Here's the ridiculous thing too. Not only are you paying for your health care, you're paying for other people's health care on your taxes on your fucking paycheck, dude. So you're forced to pay it twice, and for people who don't have health care. So
Right.
it's a bunch of bullshit. That's why I say taxes is a scam, because at the end of the day, you have no way of knowing where your money is going to go. I should be able to opt into certain things. If they gave you like 10 options and said you have to hit a minimum of 20% taxes on your fucking paycheck, okay, I'll pick 3 options or whatever, right?
Right.
Whatever. Like, at least I know then where my taxes are going, and I picked where they go. Like the roads in California. Bitch, there's potholes everywhere. These roads suck. The streets in redneck towns are way better than the streets in these big ass like downtown LA streets, man. And you know
Yep,
why?
yep.
Because their money actually goes towards fixing the fucking roads, not
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom's winery or a fucking monorail that'll never exist.
Yeah, dude. Well,
fuck outta
and Sam
here.
just made another perfect point, dude. Plus, you are taxed on every transaction in your life.
Oh yeah.
And that's a lesson, with social science and stuff for the children that I had to explain to them. I was like, here, you have $1, right? And I think we've been over this briefly, so I'm not gonna hit this again. But that dollar gets taxed every single time you use any fucking even a penny of it. It
Yeah.
gets taxed.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it such a fucking scam. You're already getting federally taxed, and the feds, they fund the states. That's a thing, whether people realize it or not. That's a fucking thing. So then you also had to pay your state taxes. That the state that's already making funds from the feds. By the way, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it just becomes a problem again and again and again. You even got fucking food tax, which is a requirement for someone to survive. I don't care who the fuck you are, you have to fucking eat, okay? Like
Yeah.
if you're like me and you just eat once a fucking day, you're still gonna eat. So that's a fucking scam. Like you're forcing someone to pay on a tax that's a fucking bullshit tax anyway to
Mhm.
begin with, you know.
You
So
think
you go to a
10
lot of countries, especially in Europe, they don't charge taxes for like food and entertainment taxes, which is another fucking joke, and convenience fees. Those aren't things in many like European countries.
Another thing that is really kind of on topic here too is banks.
Oh yeah, another
Because
scam, bro.
banks really piss me off because so if I have a bank account and let's say I hit exactly $0.00 in my bank, I will get a
Mhm.
notification saying I'm going to get my account closed or I'll be charged overdraft fees even though I'm not having anything in my account, right? It's up
Mhm.
to me if I have any money in that account.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
to get paid from work, you have to have a bank. Why
yeah,
can't they
there's no
pay
paper
me in
checks
cash?
anymore, dude.
Why can't they pay
Yeah.
me in cash, bro?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you can't tax that. Like, can you? Can you? Oh, yes, you can. Trust me. As a
Yeah.
guy who does operations, you fucking can. Like, it gets taxed before you ever even see that money. So there's no reason why a company shouldn't be able to pay you cash. You know what I'm saying?
And then getting denied for a loan with your bank is another bullshit ass thing too. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. No. Don't get me started on that.
I want to
shit, dude.
use
Fuck.
my money
Mm-hmm.
to do this. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. All my money gets
Yeah.
direct deposited to you, and you can take it out willy nilly whenever the hell you want. So why the
Yeah, and
hell
they do.
am I
And they
getting
fucking
denied?
do. And that's, I'm going to say something too that's probably going to be a hot fucking take, but it's related to what Sam just said again, which, by the way, you're on fucking point tonight. All right, today. Sorry. It's been a weird morning. But he said you are technically a slave to society and don't even realize it. Slavery, whether you realize it or not, is very much alive and well. Okay? It's got a different paint job, all right? And it's maybe not as much violence necessarily is involved, but it's the same fucking thing, dude. Like, it is the same degree of fucked off that people should be pissed off about. And it's insane. Like, this country was founded because of a fucking tea tax. Like, okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a lot less than what you're paying now.
Oh, fuck ton less, bro. I don't even think it was 1%. I don't remember what it was, but I don't even think it was.
I think it was
1%.
like 0.5.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So you are absolutely correct. And anyone who wants to fight me about it can fight me about it because if you live
This
in America, baby,
There was
you're
a
slave to
time.
society.
There was a time when this country went to war with another country over a 0.5% tax. I'm gonna tell you right now.
dude.
Look at your fucking pay stub.
Yeah.
Look at
yeah.
your
Let's
fucking receipt when you come out of
shit.
a restaurant or a grocery store. When you go to the gas station, this country went to war for a 0.5 tax, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you pay a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, people just don't take this shit seriously enough. People will get upset about it. They'll say some shit like, "Oh, I'm so pissed off about these taxes or whatever." Right? That's not enough, dude. I'm sorry, it's not. And I don't just mean for taxes. I just mean in general. You know what I mean? Like, we have a saying in the fucking military that people think is a joke, but like, we're always, especially like the 1%ers, right? Like the guys that are out now, the oath keepers, blah blah blah, all those guys. Like, their ongoing saying is that they're just waiting for the first person to throw the Molotov. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I don't think that people fully understand how much support that the American people actually have from the veterans who joined specifically to give you your rights. Like that's why the majority now some of them join for like free college, free healthcare, blah blah blah. Well, like that's there's bad apples everywhere. But a lot of us legitimately join to protect those freedoms that you think that you have, which you do have technically according to the Constitution, but they've been taken away from you.
Yeah. And that's another thing too that really irks me too is nowadays you get persecuted on anything that you say. I'm going to tell you right now, live on this podcast, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. There ain't nothing any of you can do.
I just said slavery is alive and well. Like I expect to get some fucking heat for that. I really do. Like, and I don't give a fuck because it's true. I can prove it in multiple fucking facets.
You've got soldiers out there right now fighting for your second, first, whatever amendment rights. So stop being bashful, man. You have these rights for a reason. There's a reason why they were written down on a piece of paper and signed by several guys, right? So don't be afraid to say the silent thing out loud, because at the end of the day, you're the outspoken minority. You should stand up for yourself because nobody else is going to.
Exactly. And
I
if
can
you
literally
got your tribe, they'll agree with you and they'll stand with you.
There isn't a single word I can't say on this podcast. Yes, there's every word I might say might offend someone, but is there a single word that I can't say? Not one.
But I mean that's the thing because people take shit so seriously, right? And I know that's like I think that might actually be our next topic. Yeah, that is our next topic. And okay, so I'm segueing into that. A lot of people do take themselves way too seriously, but it depends on the things. It seems like most of the time, because slavery is so alive and well, people take things that are not serious too seriously, like comedy. Like we talked about that last week or the week before, and like it's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. I mean, it's because people have been so like oppressed and they don't think they can do anything about this shit because the state says or the government says, which is bullshit, by the way. But still, that's what they think. So they get pissed off at other stupid shit, like what's being said on social media. You and I will sit there and like laugh at somebody's comment, for example, like we saw on YouTube with old dudes saying your country's the worst because you live under a tyrant. Okay, like why are you taking this so fucking seriously? When you're not going to do fuck all about it, but complain about it on a YouTube comment thread. That's all you're going to do. So fuck off. Like we don't give a shit.
You can be that silent keyboard warrior. At the end of the day, nobody gives a shit.
Right, because you're doing nothing with it.
What are you doing? What are you doing to fight for your right and your belief system? You're doing absolutely nothing besides texting on a freaking YouTube video. It ain't gonna do anything, dude. Get off your ass.
It's not impressive. It wasn't impressive in 2000. It's not impressive in 2026. Okay, like no one gives a fuck. If you're not out there actually rocking the boat and making some waves, and all you're doing is just fucking commenting on somebody's YouTube video of two fucking veterans bullshitting and talking about like how they see the world. Because again, everything that we say is our opinion and our point of view. You know what I mean?
You don't have to be here and you don't have to listen, but while you're here, you may as well enjoy the show.
You might as well. And hey, dude, if you want to get into like politics, like off the air, we'll jump into politics with you. You can ask anyone. We'll get into it with you. But we're probably gonna hurt your feelings because we're gonna make you see yourself in the fucking mirror. And that's what annoys so many people. And also, ultimately, why we have so many people that do stick around with us, because we're just very fucking blunt. Maybe it's the European in us, I don't know. But it's the way that we're very direct. You know what I mean? Like, so like, the other day, actually, and I know that we were gonna talk about this anyway, but we were playing the Modern Warfare Beta chat, and I was talking shit. I got banned, by the way. I got a 3-day ban, which actually I think is lifted as of today. But anyway.
Beta's closed, though.
I was talking shit, and I offended somebody. I was playing with two or three people that were streaming. I know UK was streaming, and another person for sure was streaming. And that other person had someone in their chat who I thought was talking shit back to me. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, I'm offended by what that teammate of yours is saying, So I thought they were talking shit. So I kept talking shit, you know what I mean? Because that's what we fucking do. And we're especially playing Call of Duty. That's, or anyway, back in the day.
In UK Nation, it's founded upon the belief system that you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Fuck you, Sammy.
I want you to be comfortable as being you. You know what I mean? But I apparently actually hurt that person's feelings. Now, I never intend to hurt someone's feelings unless they're being a dick. Like that's different. So if I knew who this person was, all I know is like the name was like Daddy or Papa something. I can't remember though. And I also really don't. It doesn't. I didn't lose any sleep over it. But if I did ever come across that individual again, I'd be like, "Hey, man, the other night, I don't remember what night it was, but you got upset." I would apologize because I wasn't intending to to piss them off. I was fucking with them because I thought they were fucking with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought we were having that playful banter. I know we live in a day and age where everyone's like got a fucking stick up their ass,
Yeah.
but I didn't expect to see it in a Call of Duty lobby on somebody else's stream. It wasn't even in the lobby. You know, it wasn't even
Yeah.
a guy I was talking shit to.
So on the topic of serious people, really where I wasn't going with that was where you went. But I mean kind of, I guess, in a little way, but so with my thing was it kind of goes back to like the why do you live kind of thing, why do you work? Um Look, life is too short to be walking around keeping this serious mood all day.
Mhm.
And been miserable. Yeah, do whatever it does, man. Fake it till you make it. Fucking make a joke out of everything. Life's too short to be serious all the goddamn time. Um,
Yeah.
Live your life, man. Be happy. Like nothing I say should ever affect you in any way, shape, or form, unless I directly attack you.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, nothing I say should ever affect you. Whatever I'm posting on Instagram should never affect you unless I'm deliberately tagging you in it. Like, I'm sorry, but everybody is entitled to their own belief system. And you should be outspoken about it. If you're one of these silent people, I'm gonna tell you right now that usually the silent people are right. All these fucking people protesting and burning down shit and whatever, you're wrong. You already know you are. Because the vast majority of you are not doing it in a peaceful or correct manner. You're robbing stores and fucking stealing TVs and shit. You're wrong. You're not there to protest your beliefs. You're there to get free shit. Your life is too short to be serious all the time, man. Lift your head up, be
Yeah.
happy, be proud, and go out and have some goddamn fun, man. Even at work. Yeah, work sucks. Get over it. I
Get
go
over
to
it, bro.
work and I'm the same fucking person at work, dude. They hired me. They didn't hire
Yeah.
a robot. They hired me as an individual. They hired me. So that's their mistake. But I go, I am still me. And you know what? I have customers coming back and asking for me all the time. You know what? Because I'll tell you, a Glock is a piece of shit.
Someone's
There's
gotta say it, dude.
so many better options out there than a fucking Glock.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever, man.
I think too many people I think too many people get so serious that they become miserable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like adults especially seemingly just seem to forget how to have fun, you know? In general, which I think is why like dark humor is kind of a coping mechanism, you know what I mean?
So how
Because
many
like we've been in serious shit.
So how many people have we played with before who like were like ridiculously serious when we played with them? But then like look at them now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're like much happier people, dude, and they talk so much shit now compared to what they used to. Jay Gunner,
yeah.
for example, is a good one. He's still
Oh,
really
yeah.
serious, but he's loosened up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, he's also European too, and that's another thing I think is an important context, right? Because like outside of the U.S., a lot of people do take stuff like super seriously.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not just the U.S. that does that, but like where he's from, for example, in the Netherlands, they're generally very straightforward people. They don't really have like a lot of joking around and stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of a German comedian that is speaking in German during their skit. And the reason why is because like Dutch isn't exactly a comedy friendly language. I
Yeah.
guess is the
Doesn't
best way
even
to say it.
sound funny, dude.
They're a pretty serious people most of the time, you know? Like honestly, like the joke that I say every time someone's like, "Oh, I wish I could learn German." I'm like, "Dude, all you got to do is sound pissed off and you've got half of German figured out, dude." Like there's no complicated part to German. You just got to sound angry and you know, even if they're sitting there like talking about how much they love somebody, like it sounds kind of angry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It's funny because like most of the time, the people that are like the funniest end up being like the most serious people underneath. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, so look,
Um,
yeah, we talked about Robin Williams before, but yeah, Robin
Yeah.
Williams, man, in my opinion, he's one of the best actors. He's one of the best fucking comedians. I mean, his Good Morning Vietnam skit was iconic as hell. His
Oh yeah.
American flag skit was amazing.
Oh
I
yeah, that was a
fucking
good
love
one.
that one, dude. Like that, honestly, dude, you should go if you haven't watched that, watch it. That will
No,
make
it's
you
so good.
patriotic as fuck. But yeah, dude, he was going through some serious shit underneath, man. Some of the people who joke the most are hurting the most. And it's sad, but it's the truth. I know because I speak from experience. There's been times where miserable as hell, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
never
absolutely.
serious.
I don't know. It kind of makes me like wonder, like me personally, if I come across someone who can't like laugh at themselves, I already know that me and that person is probably not going to get along. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna say something that's gonna upset them, and if they
Mhm.
can't laugh at themselves, they're definitely not gonna laugh when I'm fucking upsetting them. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, Sam's actually a pretty good example too because he was never like a jokester and shit out the
Oh
gate.
yeah.
Not because he isn't. Like I think he is deep down. You know what I mean? But like when he's with people he doesn't know, he tries to be more
He's
professional.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know what I
very
mean?
professional mannered individual. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Sammy,
Yeah.
he's a dumbass, but he's a very he's a very professional, well mannered young man.
Yes,
And
100%.
I mean that in all seriousness. But
Respectable gentleman.
if I met him at a business place, dude, I'd be like, oh yeah, fucking this dude's awesome. He's on fire, you know. But if I met him in the real world, I'd be like, what a scrub, you know what I mean? Like just fucking he's so serious all the fucking time.
The reason why I use Sammy is because he can be professional, but he can also still be completely ridiculous. He can
Yeah.
still have fun. You know what I
Fucking
mean? And he can laugh at himself and fuck with other people because he can fuck with himself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um,
There's sometimes Sammy has been the funniest fucking person I ever met in my life.
100%.
Some of the shit he does, some of the shit he says, I'm just like, what?
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more.
But
I couldn't agree more.
he's so well mannered and like straightforward. Like half the time he's like very like professional. I think like the first time I met him was when I was fucking drinking, and he was
Yeah.
so quiet and then calm. And then like I had a dinosaur named my dick, and he's like, "Oh my god!" and he just lost it. You know, he's like, "Can I ride my dick?"
That shit was hilarious, bro. I think that was the first time you two met. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny as fuck. Which actually kind of sort of goes into the next talking point. This is the reason why I made this a talking point, chat. In case you're wondering, because it does kind of seem out of order. Is it's related to our together topics. But my next topic is if you wake up famous tomorrow, what does that look like? So like the setup is like you go to sleep tonight, right, as yourself, but tomorrow morning you wake up and everybody knows you, probably because your bald little co-host said slavery is alive and well. So it might not be good things, but they know you. You're famous now, or infamous at least.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, with millions of followers, there's news crews outside your house. Your phone is fucking melting with people who all of a sudden, really want to know you, that just kind of knew you as acquaintanceships. You don't get to choose why you're famous or anything like that until you find out that next morning. What would be your first reaction?
Cool. I don't think I'd give a
Cool.
shit,
Just,
honestly.
all right.
I don't. Look. Life isn't based on the amount of people that know you. It's based on the amount of people who you've touched. Not in the Catholic priest kind of way, but in the in the kind of like how many people's lives you've touched. Like I know a lot of people, and maybe not a lot of people, but there's a few people out there who will probably always remember me when I die. And I'm okay with the thought of death. Like I'm ready for it any day. Like it could happen tomorrow. I'm okay with it. I don't care. I'll accept it.
The circle of
Um,
life.
I don't really give a shit. I'm ready. I've lived my life and done everything I wanted to do. But if I woke up famous, man, like did nothing really change for me. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I mean, maybe a few things would change. I'd maybe splurge a little bit more. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I ain't buying a new house. I ain't buying a new car. So I mean, for me, not a lot is gonna change. You can't
You
die.
can't die. I'll sterilize you.
He's the type of person that will have me cremated and taste my ashes every month.
Probably. So yeah, I guess like fame versus wealth is kind of an interesting thing. Really, when it comes to this topic, I didn't really think about that because you just mentioned like if you had more money, you wouldn't go crazy. Honestly, like going back to I don't know how we keep bringing this guy up. I guess maybe it's just me, but Keanu Reeves, for example,
Mm.
probably. I mean, out there, definitely. If he's not like top tier, he's fucking close. And in my opinion, he is top tier. I would say even legendary or epic, going off of that conversation that we had about
Yep.
something very similar to this. But he lives a very modest life. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have a bomb ass fucking mansion somewhere in Hollywood. He like bought his parents' house so they didn't have to worry about that anymore. And he bought himself like a little small house so he didn't have to worry about that anymore. He didn't go fucking crazy. He's probably one of the most like realist, genuine fuckers out there.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like he uses his platform, right, like who he is as an individual, for something meaningful. You know what I mean? And he'll
Yeah.
probably never hear this podcast, so I'm not over here trying to suck John Wick's dick. But
I mean, I would if he was here. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if he was here, it would be like talking to you. That's the kind of
Yeah.
guy that he is. You
Yeah,
know what I
he's
mean? Like he's
super
just
down to
another
earth.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But he's also again like S tier fucking actor. You know what I mean? That people, the only reason why he has so many John Wicks is because everybody wants the John Wicks. It's not him who's like, I'm gonna make another John Wick. It's the
Yeah.
people who are like, I can't wait for the next John Wick. And he's like, well, I guess we're making another one.
Yeah, he's not like a lot of people live their lives like, how much gold can I amass in my lifetime? John Wick, Keanu Reeves is not one of those people, man. He's not like, hey, I got a bank account with several $100 million, and I don't think he really gives a shit whether he's got $100 million or $100. Like, I don't think he cares.
I don't think he does. And I think too, like one of the most respectable things about him is like you don't really know much about like his private life, right? You know that he's a pretty lax dude, right? And he doesn't seem to like throw his money around everywhere. But I think ultimately, I think it's like he decided to protect his family and his private life. You know what I mean? Whilst also using the platform, the fame that he's amassed for something meaningful. Like he does so much for so many different people that I don't think people really truly like even realize. Like you'll like see it as like a little blip because he doesn't want the recognition. He doesn't care about that. For him, it's not about parasocial relationships.
Yeah, a lot of people do things for the wrong reasons too, like going out of your way to do something, but making sure that as many people as possible can see it. Like, I'm telling you right now, you'll find out who people are behind the closed doors, or when they don't think anybody's watching. Just because you got a favorite TikToker who gives money to a homeless guy on the street doesn't mean that they're a nice fucking guy, because who knows what else they're doing. Like,
yeah, a lot of their following could have just been from them giving people, money on the streets. You know what I mean?
But what are they
There's
doing?
nothing against that, right? Like I don't have a problem with that. I'm just a lot of times it becomes like their niche, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That makes people want to come watch them because it makes people feel good. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh man, he just went and bought. He didn't just go buy this guy like some McDonald's. He went and took him to the fucking store to get him a new tent or clothes or whatever. And that's a feel good fucking thing. So I'm not dogging the people that do that.
Shout out to all you people who are you're karma farming. You know what I mean? Like you guys, you're doing it right as long as you're not doing it for the attention. Like,
it
is what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think if it was me and I woke up famous tomorrow, I would have it would be impossible for me to trust like a new friendship. First off, you know what I mean? I don't think I could do that. I think I would be very almost paranoid. You know what I mean? If I got like big time famous, right? I think I would. I really do. I would probably still do R&R. Honestly, R&R would probably become like a full-time job for me if I didn't have to worry about finances at all.
Yeah.
I would probably do this and content creation and streaming and stuff full time. I'm not going to say that's necessarily the dream, but it's something I enjoy very much. The dream is being left the fuck alone on my back porch, drinking my scotch and eating cherry tomatoes. That's the dream.
That sounds horrible.
But it's perfect for me. Unless we're talking about this heat. I want it like 72 degrees, at most.
I don't really have like a weird like little happy place like if someone was to tell me like what is heaven, like what your ideal heaven, like I don't think I could fucking tell you, dude. Like I don't like the beach. Probably somewhere cold.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and that'd probably be about the only requirement. No beach.
I would want it to be like hoodie weather. You know what I mean? Like that's perfect kind of cold where it's crisp. You know what I mean?
But you have to wear a hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting too, because I think if I became famous, like every stupid thing I've ever said in my life would start being discovered.
Oh yeah.
And it would be great. I think it'd be hilarious.
I wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, dude. But I also feel like fame would like really change like relationships, right? Like I really don't think that like you, me, Sammy, you know, all like those relationships. I don't think those would change.
Mm-mm.
But that's why I said I would have a hard time trusting new friendships, right? Because I have a lot of acquaintanceships. You know what I mean? And I feel like they would try to be more buddy buddy with me and try to use my fame as to like more or less to like carry them along, right, on my
Yeah.
coattails, so to speak. Um, and I think that's why, to me, I feel like fame would almost become a prison. You know what I mean? Like I would because I would be so paranoid and
Yeah.
untrusting of people that
Yeah, you're
I would kind of become a shut in, like Jack Nicholson or some shit. You know?
yeah, like your inner circle becomes a concreted circle, you know what I mean? Like
For sure.
anybody in there prior to is probably solid stuck there, but letting somebody else in that circle is probably never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows that if I ever made it big and I had a fuck ton of money and then whatever, like nobody I care about or nobody in my inner circle would ever have to worry about a thing.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, exactly. And that's 100% right. Like I would fortify, right? I had spiked walls, the works around that fucking around that friend group, and
Mm.
I would be very, very overprotective, probably. Which is funny because most of the people in my friend group, like you, Sam, pretty much everyone in the friend group, already are good enough at protecting themselves. But I would still be very like, you know, what? I'm gonna shout her out. I'd be a lot like Elaine. Like I would be all about making sure the people I cared about had everything that they needed. Period. You know, and
Yeah.
that's just who I would truly become, and I would say kind of more or less fuck everybody else. You know
You
what I
know,
mean?
like
Um,
she puts on this like tough girl persona and she's tough. Don't get me
mhm.
wrong, she's tough, but at the same time, man, she is one of the sweetest, nicest people underneath all of that. Like
Yeah,
she is and she said it's because of me, but honestly, I don't think it's me. Like I might have persuaded her to like start doing something, but I mean, there's times, man, like she'll do something and I'm just like, you sweet motherfucker.
yeah. There's one time I don't remember what the situation was, but there was one time like I was messaging like with her, you know, and or actually it might have been with you both of you. I can't remember you. But, I was
Can't
like, well, if
remember
anyone's
me.
like so no, I can't remember if you were there, but, like, I think you might have been, I can't remember, you know, fucking goldfish brain, but there was, like, a time where I was just like, "Alright, well," you know, because I thought that, like, someone was, like, trying to take advantage of her, you know, and I got kind of, like, defensive, and I even with what I was going
Oh
through at the
yeah,
time, and I
yeah.
was like I was about to get, like, the shovel, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
because
I
you
was
remember I got pissed too.
Yes, oh, yeah, yeah, that's why I was saying I'm pretty sure that you were there, but I can't maybe you had
So I
told
don't.
me, and that's why I
No,
reached out?
no,
I couldn't
no, no.
remember.
So I don't think that was the case at all. I think what had happened is I found out through you or something, um, and then I fucking went irate, right? Because she's such a sweetheart, dude. Like I don't want people to take advantage of her.
Mhm.
So like this, sometimes I'm just like, no, I think they'll be okay with just this.
Yeah.
But she's I mean, she's got like the heart of gold, man. It's just yeah. Sometimes, man, like people take advantage of that, man, and that's just shitty world we live in.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. But so back to I have a curveball question for you. So you've been famous for 6 months, right?
I mean, I
And
guess.
you're offered a button, right? Like now this is like the hypothetical. You're offered a button, right? You press it, and everyone completely forgets who you are. Would you press it?
I don't know. It depends on the severity of how famous I am, right?
Nah. Yeah. I think I would press it in a fucking heartbeat because I'd be like, I am fucking
I don't.
over all these goddamn
I don't
phone
think
calls,
I don't
texts.
want to look. I don't really want to be famous, but like, I mean, it'd be nice to have like a large following, but not like I don't want to be famous. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. I just don't think I don't think it's not really in my nature. Like even like doing the operations stuff, right? Like when I was doing the operations consulting, I had this one guy that wanted me to go out for his big ass fucking meeting thing they're having in New York, and Barbara Cochran and stuff was going to be there. It was like a big deal, right? And I was like, nah, man, like that is not the style for me. I like to be that shadowy, mysterious figure. Like, oh my
yeah,
god, like all of a sudden your business is doing so great. How did it work? Well, there's this one silhouette just standing in the background. That's the most famous I
yeah.
wanna be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I've always tried to live by that like weird thing. Like, it's better to be like, you know, in the background and not making a scene. I kind of
Yeah,
like that better. Like, it's better to go unnoticed. So
yeah,
if somebody asks like, "Where's UK?" Like, I could be standing right next to them, but they don't know who I am. You know what I mean? But they just
yeah,
know what I do, and that's fine. I'm okay with that.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I like
I'd be ecstatic if I walked into a stream one day and I had like 50 viewers. But
right.
I think if I had like 1,000, I think I'd fucking panic, dude.
Well, first off, the chat would just be going too fucking fast. I can't, I don't go into those streams. It's not that I don't find those,
I have
streamers or
anxiety
content
and
creators entertaining. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I'm like, this guy can't even see my message that's going so fucking fast, right? Like it's,
yeah.
and I just, it's to me, it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, so at most, like I'll watch the stream, like that one peanut guy. That guy cracks me up,
Oh,
right?
dude,
But
he's fucking
I'll watch
hilarious.
his clips and shit. But I'm not going to be in a stream. And it's not that I don't want to support him. He is fucking
yeah.
funny as shit.
And that's
I'm
the
just
thing
not gonna
too.
be in a chaotic stream, dude.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I love watching his fucking clips because he's fucking hilarious. The shit he says and
Yeah.
shit he does, like some of it might be staged, but it's still fucking hilarious. But I'm not
Yeah,
ever
that
gonna.
last
I'm
one you
never
said,
gonna
dude.
watch him live.
No, man,
It's not a thing.
it's nothing against him. I'm sure we could probably fucking throw some beers back with that dude and have a glorious fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing against him. It's
Yeah.
just like I can't be in a situation like that because my ADHD makes me want to read and reply to every fucking chat. You know what I'm saying? Which makes this so difficult when we're doing the streaming thing because I'm like I see friends and acquaintances that pop in here and I want to be like, yo, dog, how's it going? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I can't do it, bro. Like I couldn't do it. I would totally press the button. But I think a lot of it too, like in the army, for example, like when I'd get an AAM, the
Mm.
first time I was like, fuck this. I don't want everyone to know who I am, like and what I
Yeah.
did. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
Like
like-
I'm an
yeah.
NCO.
I
And my
never
job
liked
isn't to be
the-
seen.
I never liked the award ceremonies or promotion ceremonies. Like,
Yeah.
I would
don't
be
like 'em.
happy with someone just giving me my rank and then just wearing it.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I
I
don't-
tried that so many times. Didn't happen. It
I
never
don't.
not
I
one
don't
time.
need people to stand in front of me and be like, he's an NCO now. Like, I don't give a shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
put it on and go to work. Like, I don't care. But anyway,
Exactly.
speaking of famous, some sad news is yesterday we lost Dolly Parton
Rest in
and
peace.
and Tim Curry.
We lost Tim Curry. Was that yesterday or today?
That was yesterday. Yeah.
Was it? Oh man, I just can't. Both of those are legends and icons in their own fucking way, dude. Like
Dude.
everyone knows those two fucking names.
Jager
And if
just
you don't
loves him
know-
because of freaking Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Actually, dude, I've never actually seen that movie. My wife tried to get me to watch it the other night. I was like, this looks a little too out there for me.
Yeah, it's
for
not.
me. Like,
It's not for me,
like-
dude.
yeah. But
I've seen
he
it
was a
one time.
legend, you know, which I hate Tom Cruise. Like, is just a general rule. I'd never liked to like Tom Cruise at all in any of his movies. I love like The Last Samurai. Couldn't stand Tom Cruise in it,
Yeah.
but a great movie. You know what I mean? Like,
I
anybody
mean,
else could have been in that role though. It would have been a good movie.
I'm the same way. I can't stand Tom Cruise. He's in some decent movies though, but I
Oh
can't
yeah,
stand
100%.
Tom Cruise. Can't stand him. I don't think he's a
Yeah.
good actor. What is he like?
But I
5,
mean, like-
5'5"?
Maybe I think actually I think Caitlin looked this up and he was like 5'6" or something like
Yeah.
that. But still, he's a tiny guy and he's got that Napoleon complex, you know, or at least
And
he
he's-
seems to.
And he's a fucking Scientologist too.
Yeah, but I mean, like Tim Curry, you know, like specifically, like all the shit that he's in him, and he's the
Home
he's the
Alone,
OG
bro.
Pennywise, you know.
Home Alone.
Yeah, he's in Home
He does
Alone.
that weird like
I mean-
grin. He goes,
Yeah, he's almost Grinchy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, in that movie, and it's so good. He's so good, dude. He was so good. He's in so many fucking amazing movies. A lot of people, he's kind of like Gary Oldman. He's like people don't recognize that it's him. You know what I mean? And so I agree, Sam. It hit pretty hard for me too because again, he was like the OG Pennywise, and I love Pennywise. And he was in the Legend. He's the guy who plays the devil character in Legend, which I had no idea. My kids love him in that Wild Thornberrys movie. He plays the dad in that, you know, or the show. I mean, sorry, I think it's actually a movie too. But you know, but I mean, also like on the flip coin of these two, like you know, you got Dolly Parton, like I Will Always Love You, working 9 to 5. You know what I mean, like. Even if you didn't like country music, which she comes from that genre,
Yeah,
you've
Dolly-
heard her music.
yeah,
You know what
Dolly
I mean?
Parton's iconic as hell, man. And if you don't think
Yeah.
she is, her chest is at least.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dolly Parton.
You're not wrong, though.
Fucking like, dude, Dolly Parton has forever been next to Pamela Anderson with famous boobs. Like, it's just it is what it is, man. Dolly Parton is iconic, an American icon. Like, she will always be that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck,
100%.
you got Dollywood, right?
Yeah, they even closed down Dollywood. I believe it was yesterday as well, because they were going to release the news and stuff that she'd passed. And they closed down Dollywood as well for that. You
So-
know,
Something a lot of people don't know about Dolly Parton is she does have a secret album out, which isn't out. It's never seen the light of day, and it's supposed to be released in 2045, I think she said.
oh wow.
And for years she's been talking about this secret album, and she says that she always tries to take it out every year because it was such a good song. and then she wants to replace it with something that wasn't as good. So 2045, man, there might be a Dolly Parton CD to look out for. But I'm kind of curious to see how good it was too.
That's 19 years, Chad. We can make it. We can make it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm ready to go now.
You shit, dude. But
Take me as I am.
both of them are just icons and you know in their field. Honestly, like they countless fucking awards between the two of them. You know what I mean? I never really heard a bad thing about Tim Curry either. You know, now obviously Dolly Parton, she was like America's sweetheart, so
Yeah.
you're not going to hear something negative about her. But even Tim Curry, I can't think of one negative thing. Like you know, like you hear like all these actors or actresses that are like difficult to even work with, and he wasn't ever mentioned in any way like that I know of.
Yeah.
You know, and that's huge. You know,
Neither
what I mean? 'Cause
was
he had
Mel
been in
Gibson.
Countless fucking things. Yeah. Yeah.
Mel Gibson was a saint. He still is.
No, sure. Sure.
Anyway, so yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to those families. Dolly Parton will forever
Absolutely.
be remembered. I mean, she's one of like the big ones, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You're right.
So let's see what else we have here. We have gaming news. So me and Jager got invited to WarDogs beta. And
God.
we were so excited. This beta, guys. The game looks
Stoked.
incredible. You can
Oh,
literally
dude.
build towers in this game. And snipe from them. You could build a whole freaking base. But me and Jager, we were a day too late and a dollar too short.
A day late, dollar short, baby.
Um,
And no, Sam, it wasn't just your fault, bro. Okay, like
I mean, we both honestly talked about it beforehand, and we're like, we'll just play with Sam.
yeah, we just you know we're not gonna have a buddy hanging out playing something by himself. Fuck
Yeah.
that, dude.
I mean,
You know what
I wouldn't have
Like,
changed it, but so I will say, yeah, missed opportunity. But
for sure.
on September 3rd, there's supposed to be some big news coming out from WarDogs, and I have an inkling I know what it is.
Wow. Okay.
I have
What do
a
you think it is?
strong feeling I would bet $20 on this. Only to one of you. I don't have 400 to go around. But I have $20 on this. That the game is going to get shadow dropped, and they're going to release all 3 maps on the 3rd instead of waiting until the 10th.
Oh, shit. Whoa, wait. What makes you think that?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of streamers out there, who obviously base their schedule around release dates and stuff. There's a few streamers out there who have left the 3rd unclear.
Oh, question mark. Okay. That's you know what? I never thought to look at that, but that is a good context clue.
So
I like that.
let's put it this way. Brent Peanut, he has a set schedule. The 3rd is left blank.
Okay. All right.
So it's a weird day.
And Stone Mountain too, probably then I bet.
Yeah. I don't know if I didn't look at his, but Burnt Peanut, yeah. But I will say that the September 3rd is they're going to stream it live. So hopefully we
What day is that?
get more
We gotta
information.
pull this up.
I don't
This is
actually
from-
know what day that is.
It's a Thursday. It's a week from tomorrow, chat. A week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
But yeah, so, I mean, I'm excited for it. I am that. So when I get paid on the 1st, that's the first thing I am buying is WarDogs. But yeah, what did you think about the Modern Warfare 4 beta?
Honestly, dude, like I don't know. I know you're not really like big on like Twitter or X, what the fuck ever. But I've been watching everybody in and out on that really, and it's really pretty 50-50 right now for the most part. You get the player base either absolutely hates it or absolutely loves it. And I actually even did like a I guess a poll of sorts, if you will, and everyone that was roughly our age that was around for OG Call of Duty loves it. Fucking loves it. Everybody else that is old enough to be our children, well, they hate it. So I asked the question if the love-hate ratio is based off of like generation. And it really seemed like it was, you know what I mean? And there's a good article on there too. If you go over to my page, I had shared it. I could even pin it if we need to. But hit me up in the DMs or whatever, and I'll send it to you. It's a good article that kind of goes through all the pros and cons of the game, I would say. They got rid of Omni movement, which to me was nothing but a plus. To be honest with you, there's still slide canceling and shit, which I don't care what anybody says. This is not a milsim game. This is literally an arcade shooter.
Yeah.
Is all it is. It's a little arcade arena shooter. That's it. It's all it's ever fucking been.
So sliding
Period.
is going to be a thing. And I'm going to tell you right now,
100%.
anybody who plays with me, you'll see me fucking sliding around.
Oh yeah, 100%. You got to play the way the game is, built, right? You like when I mentioned like using the grapple hooks. I thought the grapple hooks were fucking retarded, but if I didn't use it, I'd been screwing myself because everyone else was using it. You know what I'm saying? And I use light machine guns, and you got to be able to. It's all about angles and positioning with an LMG, just like it is with the sniper rifle. You know?
And I'll say too, if you're the generation that really liked the last 6 Call of Duties or whatever it was that really fucking sucked. And if you're that generation that really liked it, go play fucking Fortnite and let us have Call of Duty back.
Yes, please.
Fuck, man. I love Call of Duty, man. I do. And it sucks and it hurts that for the last 6 plus years, I haven't had to talk shit about this franchise. That has been one of the staples of my youth. You know what I mean? So, it's coming back. I hope. It looks good. Will they fuck it up? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably going to fucking throw something in there that's going to be fucking stupid. It's going to piss everybody off, and they're going to lose all the fan base.
Yeah, we'll fucking see, man.
So
we'll see what happens.
Let me get 2 pros and 2 cons for Modern Warfare 2 that you noticed.
2 pros?
2 pros. And
I
2
would say
cons.
the pro. Well, okay, so this is. I'm gonna give like a caveat to this, but like this, effectively, like to me, it's very nostalgic, right? Because it does feel like the old school, right? The way. But pros, I'm gonna say the weapon play was really fucking solid. And I even really like their the kill streak setup that they have as well. It's really solid as well. And they brought a hardline. They got hardline in there.
What do you mean their kill streak setup?
Need it? The way the kill streaks are set up, like, cause I don't know if you remember, was it Black Ops 5? Maybe it was Cold War. But one of them, the way they had it set up is like you could only get them from kills, right? Now, if you're playing like the objective, you get points towards your kill streaks.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, more important because it's not just about like running around with a shotgun, for example, like UK is really solid at doing, to get the points. You could literally be playing domination, getting the objectives, and you're still getting points towards your kill streaks, even if you're not killing somebody.
Yeah.
And I play Anchor, so I don't normally get a lot of kills. I normally only get kills when people are running to the objectives. You know what I mean? Because I'm guarding the objectives. I'm anchoring at the objectives.
Yeah.
So I get more points.
Whereas what I do is I just chase motherfuckers around the entire map. Might die a lot, but I'm chasing motherfuckers.
Yeah, Chad, if you ever play with UK, one thing you need to know is you just let the dog off the leash and just watch him play in the fucking dog park, okay? That's how it works with UK.
Pretty
like,
true, dude.
Don't follow him. You're going to get fucked up.
You're never going to follow me anyway because there's no way anybody's keeping up with me.
He's like a fucking rabbit on crack.
I've never bashed so many fucking buttons in my life when I play like something like that. I'm all over the fucking place. I've tried to follow people before and I get lost.
No. Just fucking grab your light machine gun or your sniper rifle or even your AR and just let him off his leash and
watch me from a distance.
Listen for call outs, baby. Like that's how you get your kills if you're rolling with him. Now if you got a shotgun and you're trying to keep up with him, it kind of works, but you're not going to keep up with him. You're just going to be cleaning up any trash that he might have missed along the way. You know what I'm saying?
I will play until Nicki Minaj shows up 100%, dude.
Yeah.
The
100%.
moment they add a famous person that doesn't belong, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So I will say on that note is they are adding a disabled veteran as a player skin. Somebody who took an IED, I believe it was. I don't know the name off the top of my head. But I think he lost a leg and something happened, like he took shrapnel to the face or something. But they are adding him as a operator in his prime in the military as an operator in Call of Duty. So that's a huge thing. If that's
fucking cool.
If that's a pay thing and he gets some kind of money from that, I'll 100% be buying that.
I'll buy it. Yeah, I'll buy it for sure. That's fucking legit. I love to hear that, honestly. Now that correct me if I'm wrong here, but that I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 4 it comes out on October 23rd.
23rd, yes.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
we got a lot of things to look forward to. I mean, September 10th, in quotations, WarDogs comes out. And NMO comes out, 100% free to play. So that'll be fun.
On the 10th?
No, not on the 10th. I don't remember the exact date on that one.
Okay. Okay.
You got Modern Warfare 4 coming out. And then we're gonna have another UK Nation Reload and Reset, baby. Ian on the 22nd.
Yeah, so that's the 22nd of October, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I thought
No,
so.
no.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I thought
thinking,
so.
there's no way it's next month.
What do you think about Modern Warfare 4 being on the Switch?
Oh yeah, so I forgot I even put that on there, honestly. So there was a guy at my work and he was talking about Modern Warfare 4 coming on the Switch too. And I said, that's cool. I was like, just I hope you don't think that you're gonna be competitive any way, shape, or form to anybody who's on console or PC. Yes, you might still have a wide POV, but I'm guaranteeing you there is no way in hell that you're gonna be competitive with anybody on console or PC.
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Because like even if you put that shit in the docking station, you still have the delay from the wireless
Mhm.
controllers. You know what I mean? And it's gonna fuck you up. Like you're gonna get fucked up unless you're like hard scoping. You could probably still have fun. Okay, we're not saying you can't, but you're probably gonna get shit on
Yeah.
a lot.
You better hope they get rid of skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, you better hope that's a thing, man. I was just curious, cuz like it makes it interesting cuz like to me I don't really feel like COD really belongs on Nintendo personally, and I feel
Oh,
like the performance concerns are real. But I
yeah.
mean, it's cool. I wonder if the crossplay implications are going to be that they'll actually only link up with other Switch players
I'm gonna
cuz
tell
I
you
really
right
feel like
now.
that's the only way it could be competitive.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think it is right to look at the Switch 2 as a console. It's a handheld. It's a
There's no way
handheld.
it's gonna be.
It's not a
There's no way
console.
you can. I don't think. I don't think the Switch will ever be a legitimate first-person shooter platform, right?
Yeah.
Like even like back in the day, PlayStation wasn't. Remember,
Yeah.
like you'd get the red ring right on your 360, and you'd be forced to go play on your PlayStation, and you would shit on everybody in those lobbies. Everybody,
Yeah.
where like and nowadays though, like they're almost the same. PlayStation players versus Xbox players, they're almost the same.
Yeah.
You know, um, not it didn't used to be that way. Now neither of them are really at the level of like PC players, right? You don't see like Xbox or PlayStation players hitting comps, for
No.
example,
Uh,
and
uh,
getting far anyway.
yeah. I mean, and because so a lot of it too, it comes down to our like this or that topic that we have.
Mhm.
Is mouse and keyboard, right? There's a big difference between mouse and keyboard. And I'm gonna tell you right now, before any of you talk shit, me and Jager have played both.
Yep,
I've primarily been playing only mouse and keyboard for a long time. And then
it's
Jaeger
been a
said he
few
was
months
gonna,
for me.
yeah, Jaeger said, "Hey, I'm gonna try the mouse and keyboard." So I bought, I hooked up my controller. He tried his controller, and I'm gonna say significantly easier to aim. It's harder to like snap to an opponent. So if I want to go from looking at 12 and shoot straight at 6, I can do that a hell of a lot easier on a mouse because I can just flick it. You know what I mean? Whereas
Oh
on a
yeah, yeah,
controller, you can't really do it. And aim assist
right.
is really good. Like I'm not gonna lie, like all you people out there that talk shit about aim assist, you have got disadvantages playing on PlayStation or Xbox using a controller, um, but there's a pretty significant advantage too.
I would say too, though, on that, like a caveat to that, like I had to turn my aim assist off in the game because it'll automatically pull towards the closest target, right? So if you're like got like a group coming up the staircase, you would
Yeah,
think that you want to hit the closest target, but a lot of the times that person just all of a sudden appears out of the side of the staircase, like they climb up it or whatever, and it snaps to that person that you were already put in like 4 or 5 rounds into another person. Now you're having to go through another 4 or 5, 6 rounds before
yeah.
you can hit the target that you
So
started with.
instead of getting at least one kill, you got 0, but a lot of
Right.
damage. Yeah,
Right. You got a lot of, and that's what was happening to me, if you'd recall, specifically on Cachette or however the fuck you say it.
cat shit.
Cat shit, yeah. It was specifically happening to me a lot when I was trying to anchor in one of the buildings on the staircase because like the enemy team spawn is like right there, but I don't like to
Mhm.
spawn camp per se, so I'm trying to stop them from going this lane, and it happened like 4 or 5 times, and I'd have like 700, 800 fucking damage, but no kills. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just ridiculous, dude.
So our
Um,
question to you guys out there is, what do you think's better, mouse and keyboard? I'm personally gonna say the precision of mouse and keyboard is probably better. That's just me.
I would
Uh,
agree. The precision is definitely better. I
uh,
think that like
controllers for easier
yeah,
playthrough. I
yeah,
think.
exactly. It's more for like casual play. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a difficult thing too because like the Warzone, for example, is coming out to the beta. I believe this weekend on the 28th, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah,
And so it's going to be more difficult because I've been playing with the controller to switch over. Because when you're playing Warzone, I think you're going to have to I think you're going to have to be on M&K to be competitive.
Yeah.
Personally,
Long distances, man, don't work for controllers.
They just don't, dude. They just don't. Like if you're doing CQC, close quarters combat, for those who don't know, the controller can keep up. But if you're hitting multiple targets, like you're probably gonna have in like the battle royale or the resurgence,
Precision
especially,
sniping, dude. It's all about mouse and keyboard.
It's all about the fucking mouse and keyboard. I can't snipe on a controller, but I can snipe pretty decently on the mouse and keyboard.
I mean, I used to be really good on the controller, but I mean,
I did too back in the.
I'm a lot better
days.
now with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
I'll be honest with you, my movement probably isn't there, but that's just probably because I got such fucking large hands, dude, and pushing these combinations of buttons on a keyboard is confusing as shit even to this day. Like I can type, I can almost type blindfolded, but finding fucking W, shift, space, and C all at the same time is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and the left control for going prone, I think, is just probably the dumbest thing ever. You should just have to hold Charlie like you do for crouch, and you should just have to hold it or double tap it or something. It would be more. It would be easier for a player. Like when you're holding WASD, hitting your fucking left control like naturally just doesn't work. Most people don't utilize their pinky like that.
Another thing I'll say too is with mouse and keyboard, usually you have these controllers, the mouses that have the numbers on the side. There's been numerous times that me and Jager have been playing together, and I've accidentally squeezed my mouse just a little too hard, and I pushed one of these fucking buttons. I recently,
a grenade or
yeah, I've disabled every single one of these buttons on the side of my mouse now as of this morning.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't blame you.
I get very aggressive. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, and I'll squeeze that fucking mouse and I'll fuck shit up. Just move your thumb from the C in space, or don't be a bitch and let me use one button for both. But anyway, guys, that is gonna do it today. We do have the one topic everybody loves. Don't be afraid to get help, guys. If you need help, make sure you reach out and talk to somebody. Don't bottle it up and don't suffer alone. We're always here.
Absolutely. Call or text 988, or like we say at every podcast, you guys can just reach out to us directly, especially if you're in the UK nation, you can just reach out to us directly. If it's me, you're probably going to have to try more than once. But eventually I'll get back to it.
Yep. Oh, my DMs are open, guys. As long as I don't think you're a graphics artist, I will be answering any questions or talking to you. If you want to just vent, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, don't suffer alone, guys. It's definitely not a good thing. Don't bottle it up. Don't be too serious. Try to enjoy the little things in life, even if it is your wiener. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for watching episode 8 of Reload and Reset. I'm UK Reject.
And I'm Jaeger After Dark.
Rap it before you tap it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bye. Have a wonderful time. Love you.
See you guys next week.
Be safe.
Bye.
See you next week. Kisses.